Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and as of today, we have got more champion space that is available in game. And I know it's going to be a very common question that players come across when they are thinking about purchasing this increased storage space, because obviously we always want more storage space, and especially now that we have to build dungeons around all these different rare champions as random quests, part of the new clan quest system. So we're going to have to increase how many champions we are holding on our account if we want to be able to contribute to these tough new quests that are coming through in the clan progression system to help our team. So we're going to talk about, is it best to spend silver or gems, and why I decided on each one. We'll dive into the data behind that, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so as you can see up at the very top there, the storage of 400 max. It used to be 300. I went ahead and purchased up to the 400, and then I charted the results, and we're going to talk about that right here. So first of all, let me go ahead and we'll just jump right out of the gate, and I will show you exactly what I am talking about. Okay, so when purchasing this, you can see there the increase. We go from 300 to 400. We have the totals right there, and then we'll talk about some of the stuff down here. But first of all, they go up consistently. It doesn't scale exponentially or anything. It's a very flat increase on the silver and the gems, so very predictable in terms of what it is going to be, because it's the same thing every time. But you can see the totals of 171,250,000 for the silver to purchase, from going from 300 to 400, and then also 6,075 gems. But it's not that simple. It goes a little bit deeper than that when when comparing the actual silver and the gem costs versus each other. Because we could consider things like, if I spend the silver, that leaves me with 6,075 gems that I saved by spending the silver. So what could I do with those gems, and how much silver am I losing out on if I like grinded the spider, for instance, to be efficient in terms of earning silver on my account? And you can see here, if we pull up the comparison chart, we can see that down at the bottom right here, the spider, silver, all. So typically the spider is going to be your best source of silver per energy spent. And whether you're doing stage 20 or stage 24, 25, whatever, you can see that 564,000 for level 20, 542,000 for level 24. So if we split the difference and go about 550,000 per efficient energy refill, that's going to go ahead and give us an actual cost that we can then compare on here. That's why you'll see up at the very top right, actual comparison, it says 87,750,000, because I am subtracting the silver that we could earn by grinding efficiently in the game, by getting, you see right here, the gems for optimal spider grind. You're going to get 83.5 million silver, about, give or take. Obviously, it's not going to be exact. Plus, you'll get all the gear, the rings, the amulets, and the accessories that would progress your account. And actually, that silver number is if you sell everything. That's the most efficient way that you could transition those gems into silver. So that's why I went with that. But in actual reality, you're probably going to keep some of those really good pieces. So you would probably get closer to around 75, 77 million or something. And also, just for reference, you'll see right here, the game shop value. If I put this away, what I'm talking about right there is if you go into the in-game shop and you go to the bank, you can see right here, we got the pile of silver, the best offer. This is going to be 1,400 gems for 4.2 million silver. And if we go ahead and pop this up, if we extrapolate that out to a conversion of 1,400 gems versus 6,075 gems, that's going to give us 18.225 million silver instead of the 4.2 that you see there. So I just wanted to make sure and include that as a reference point down here at the bottom. Like, what does Plarium actually value the transfer cost of gems versus silver? And it is right here in game. You can see that's kind of how Plarium values in game the gem to silver conversion. And what I did was just like convert that to 6,075 gems, so you can see that there for reference. But anyway, the actual gist of it is, up on the top right, when I plug those into my offer calculator, the 87,750,000 silver comes out to about $106. If it were like an offer in game, that's kind of like the expected fair market value we could expect to see players if they actually paid for it. which is kind of how I do it when I'm trying to design these prices. Obviously, it's never going to be perfect. There's always people that value different things, and different people have different disposable incomes, so this stuff varies widely. But the way I try to do it as objectively as I can is I ask myself questions like, what would I pay for 10 million silver? So I'll put it in and be like, okay, it says Chosen's purchase price at 12.15. Yeah, that's about right. If there was an offer for 10 million silver in game and it was 12 bucks, I would really be thinking about it. I'd be like, okay. Now, some people would say, oh, I would instantly buy that for $12. And some people would say, no way, that's crazy. I would only pay $12 if it was like 50 million silver. So that's why these things are very hard to quantify and value, which is why I always tell people you can download my spreadsheet, use it as a template, and easily adjust the prices. And just a very quick explanation of that. In case you disagree with my values and you just want to use this template for yourself, you can just go ahead, click File, click make a copy, and boom, you will have it on your Google Sheets. And then you just go to value per unit, and you can easily adjust these within a few minutes, and boom, you'll have your own customized offer sheet that you can use at your free will. That's if you disagree with my prices on there. But anyway, that's just a backdrop of kind of what I'm thinking and how I got the dollar value that you saw on the comparison up at the top right, which is why when we get it down to one number that we can compare, it ends up being about $106 versus $68 when we do the same thing with the gems on the offer sheet. So in my opinion, if you have both, if you've got lots of silver, or you're thinking about kind of grinding silver up and spending that silver on champion slots, or if you're thinking about kind of saving up gems for a little bit and spending the gems on the slots as you go, I would recommend in general for most of you that I think the best route to go is to spend the gems to purchase the increased champion slots. But also worth noting, you don't have to purchase them. It's kind of a quality of life thing. You don't have to go from 300 to 400 on your champion slots. You can definitely save the resources and just manage your account super efficiently. Be careful about managing your food, keep everything kind of low. And I did decide to go ahead and buy it for my account, and I thought, why not in the process go ahead and chart it and then actually do a little bit of a deep dive into trying to figure out the exact numbers instead of just giving you a, hey, this is what I recommend. I wanted to actually show you how I got to that conclusion and give you some real data on comparing the actual cost of the silver and the gems, because I know it's going to be a common question. Lots of people are going to be thinking about buying the upgrade, wondering which one to use, and might be something fun for even new players to kind of see some of the situations down the road when you're buying some of these end game storage increase slots, and what my reasoning is as to why I use gems to buy them. So yeah, that's mostly all I wanted to get done in this one. Just a quick video about the thought process here because of today, more champion storage space coming out. We've got a lot of stuff to dive into. I'll be working on also stuff revolving around these clan quests. Obviously, a lot of interesting discussions to be had with that system, and working on charting that, and maybe even building a resource to help clans work with each other and plan this stuff out. So lots of stuff around the corner, but just wanted to get this out there as soon as possible because this was a thing that did come up today with new champion storage being added to the game. So that's gonna do it for this one. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.